Hey guys, what's going on? This is Fred2266 here. Today I'm going to be reading Chapter 3 of The Little Things in Life by Cabra L095. Once again, just like the Sweetie Chronicles, this fanfiction, my readings of this fanfiction, have been noticed by the author of the fanfic, Cabra L095. So I'd like to thank him for taking the time to listen to my readings of his story. Maybe I should just start contacting every single author of every single fanfiction I read. Maybe then I can get the notoriety I truly deserve! I'm just kidding, I don't deserve anything but a punch against the nuts. But let's not talk about the bodily harm I wish would happen to me, because I'm sick. Let's read Chapter 3 of The Little Things in Life. Chapter 3 is entitled The Madman Next Door. As we know, Jeff had to leave, and he put Twilight, or Sparkle, in charge to seek the rest of the little fillies, because they were playing hide-and-seek because they were little kids, and that's what they do. I sometimes play hide-and-seek with myself, but I have no friends, so of course I do it alone. Who cares about my sappy life? Sparkle walked into the spare room, and finding no pony in sight, raced to the middle of the room and shouted, "Okay, I know you expected Jeff, but he had to leave and left me in charge, so come on out." Silence. "I said come out!" A slight rustle, so soft and quick it almost didn't register, came from Jeff's backpack. "All right, then. I'll play your game. Prepare to be found," she proclaimed as she raced to the backpack. Unzipping the top with her now mildly developed magic, she saw a white blur at the bottom trying to cover itself with some of the stuff in the bag. "Aha!" she beamed. "I found you, Crystal." Crystal looked up from the bottom of the black bag. "Oh, darn," she pouted. "I thought this was a good spot, especially after getting Dash to zip it up." Crystal hopped out of the backpack and joined Sparkle on her adventure. The two ponies wandered around the room looking for other places some pony could hide. Noticing a box in a corner, they approached it quietly and noticed a strand of rainbow inside. Feeling a bit giddy and mischievous, Sparkle charged into the box, screaming like a mad bear. "Yeah! Oof!" Her yell startled Dash to jumping up and hitting her head on top of the box. "Ow!" she cried. "You didn't have to go and you didn't have to startle me like that." Sparkle giggled at her prank, and Dash groaned before grinning and joining Sparkle and Crystal. The three fillies traversed the large room in search for AJ and Pinky, and Fluttershy's off getting dead with the beavers. What? I don't know. Neville Mitchell sat in his blue recliner, adjusting his large glasses. He grabbed the remote and flicked the TV on. Skipping through the many channels, he found what he was looking for. Iron Chess. This guy must get a lot of women, I'll tell you that much. The narrator of the game was quiet, as if whispering whilst the two combatants dueled it out on the chessboard, their eyes scanning the battlefield, glancing from left to right, deducing each of their moves. The board was still untouched, the pieces still in their starting positions, the anticipation of the first move drawing on and on. Suddenly it began. The starting player reached for a pawn slowly, drawing nearer and nearer the piece. Inches, centimeters, millimeters is all so exciting. Any second now the match would truly begin, and the player put his hand back down. Ugh! I hate when that happens. Ugh! Gah! Woo, man, that was intense. That would have made for a horrible opening move, and ooh, here he goes! The player again reached for his pieces and chose a different pawn to move forward 2 spaces before pressing the timer button. The other opponent quickly reacted, countering with his own pawn and hitting the timer. Back and forth the two combatants went, moving a piece and hitting the timer, each round becoming faster and more aggressive against both the pieces and the poor timer, as it was repeatedly beaten upon by the two chess players. Neville leaned in close as the match neared its end, the two opponents now slamming their hands on the timer enough to make the chess pieces shake slightly. Sweat began to seep from his greasy brown hair as he gazed at the battle before him. It was like nothing he'd ever seen. Clang! Neville jumped back in his chair, glasses almost fleeing his nose. Glancing around, he could see nothing out of the ordinary. Again the sound came. It was metallic, and sounded as if something was crawling in the vent. Is Fluttershy in Neville's house? Okay. Afraid it might be rats, Neville hesitantly got up out of his chair and walked underneath the vent. Glancing up, he could see a small, pink thing. It's probably Pinky. Must be lint. I'll have to have the manager... I'm gonna give a nerdy voice. Must be lint. I'll have to have the manager inspect the air filters again. Hi there! The lint ball exclaimed. Ah! That was almost Nigel Thornberry-like. Neville screamed as his vocals hit the highest pitch possible for anyone. He fell to the floor and stared up at the vent. The possessed pink package pertaining puffed pike particulate pieces. What the hell? Try saying that one time at even normal speed. It's pretty hard. Giggled at him for being cut off by a heavily echoed voice ringing through the vent. Pinky! Came the sound. The pink creature looked back and ran to the voice. Neville rubbed his eyes and adjusted his glasses. Rushing to stand up, he ran up to the wall and tried to listen for the voices that called. There you are! There, Pinky! A muffled voice proclaimed. Is this where you're hiding? And for those of you who don't speak muffle language, the voice said, There you are, Pinky! Is this where you were hiding? Uh-huh! There's a funny-looking thing over there. Let's poke it with a stick till it dies. She didn't say that. She's not that sadistic. Neville jumped back from the wall. Rushing to the door, he flung it open and ran to what was Jeff's apartment, but not before tripping over his own feet. Twice. Yeah, all the ladies, guys. All the ladies want him. He tried to peer in from the small window beside the door, but the blinds were closed. Neville raised a fist and went to frantically hit the door before catching himself. He paused and adjusted his suspenders and bow tie, straightening his appearance so as to look presentable and not crazy, then began frantically knocking upon the door like a madman. Jeff! Jeff! Are you home? You have no idea how hard it is to snort 3 times in 5 seconds. It's very hard. Silence was the only response obtained. He leaned his head up against the door and heard some whispers and rustling inside. Again he banged on the door. Jeff! What are you hiding? He demanded. You know the landlord won't like this. Neville stood silent for a second, hoping for a reply. However, he was met with none. Okay, Jeff. You brought this upon yourself, he stated hesitantly. I'm going to get the landlord. Another brief pause. I'm going now. Slowly walking to the landlord's place. Don't mind me. I'm going to do it. Don't you underestimate me. I know how to walk. He slowly started to walk away from the door. He started to walk down the stairs before doing a double take to the door and window. Still nothing. Neville ran down the stone stairs and across the parking lot. Is this guy supposed to be an antagonist of some sort? Because he's not a very good one. He'll probably win in the end. All villains do, of course. It's true. Especially villains like this, yeah. Dork Vader, of course. Celestia eyed Spike as he slowly walked back to the library. We're back in Equestria. Once he was out of sight, Celestia bent to the ground. Her horn glowed with her magic as she scanned the stained ground. Small wisps of energy whipped around her, about as her scan continued. Suddenly, the energies converged into a signature she would never recognize. Forever recognize! Her eyes lit up in worry and disbelief. No, she whispered. No, it can't be! Her horn flared even more. In a flash of white, Celestia vanished. The sun itself seemed to flare slightly over Camelot as she reappeared in front of the mighty palace. A single cloud floated over the plastidial mountain town. The Camelot castle stood tall and quiet as Celestia hovered before the mighty fortress. Celestia had no time to rest. Her wings spread open and she rose above the ground beneath her. Her wings beat against the air at a rapid rate, quickly propelling her to the Camelot sculpture garden. Celestia landed and stood before the many lone statues, but gasped in fear at what immediately stood out to her. Her mouth was agape at the sight before her, a plain foundation with a missing statue. She wanted for nothing more than to close her eyes and have the statue be returned, but an unfamiliar fear nagged her to not even blink. Honey, I'm home! The all-too-familiar voice rang through her ears, and we're fucked. Celestia turned and gazed at the nightmare that returned to Equestria once more. Pipsqueak! Just kidding, it was Discord. Ha! I tricked you. You thought it was Pipsqueak. He's too small to take over Equestria. I'm just saying. Mr. Jonas! Oh, I love this guy. Mr. Jonas! Mr. Jonas! Neville screamed as his fist pounded upon the brown door. Neville repeatedly pounded on the door over and over until his fists were beating on Mr. Jonas's chest. Oh. Mr. Jonas let out a heavy sigh. What is it now, Neville? Oh, it's just that I... Neville, Mr. Jonas said in his deep voice. Just tell me what it is. It's Jeff, sir. What about him? I think he's hiding something in his apartment. Mr. Jonas groaned. Is it fairies again? He's just playing Legend of Zelda. Hey, listen! No, Neville stammered. I think it's tiny animals, but these ones can talk. Talking animals, Neville? Really? Mr. Jonas rubbed his short brown, thanks to Neville's thinning hair. Are you sure you aren't reading too many comics? But I actually saw them this time. Just come with me real quick and you'll see. Mr. Jonas groaned at the idea of intruding Jeff's home again. Neville meant well, but was often more trouble than he was worth. He's a fucking tattletale. He turned and re-entered his home to grab his keys off the rack in his office. He exited his home, shut the door, and followed Neville to Jeff's apartment. What were you doing in there? Sparkle questioned Pinky. Well, when I was walking by, I was like, oh my gosh! What a great hiding spot! Because I knew no pony would find me in there. I opened up the front metal thingy and ran inside. It was like a long tunnel with no end. So I kept walking. Then I found some holes and saw another creature. What did he look like? Sparkle questioned. I think he had an ear on his neck. What? An ear on your neck? Oh, that simply can't do, even though we just saw that Jeff has 2 ears on his neck. But we're just little fillies. We're stupid. Please apologize. You gotta be kidding me. God, you gotta be kidding me. What? The other ponies exclaimed. Yeah, Pinky exclaimed. It was freaky. Oh, he also had glasses, and he sounded funny. Don't make fun of the way I talk, dumb pink pony. I will kill you with my Yu-Gi-Oh card of doom. Knock, knock, knock. The fillies turned their heads to the door. The knocks came again. I'll get it! Pinky sang. She hopped towards the door. Wait, Sparkle said. We don't know who that is. Dash, go to the window and check who it is. Saluting, Dash flew to the window and located beside the door. Landing softly upon the windowsill, she peeked her head precariously through the blinds. Outside stood 2 large creatures, much like Jeff. Oh. I love this guy. Open the door! Open the door! Neville demanded. Give me one good reason why I should enter Jeff's home. He's clearly not... There! Neville screeched. In the window! Look! Neville's finger pointed to the small blue filly, who immediately hid at Neville, screaming. Mr. Jonas looked to the window. Nothing. What? Didn't you see it? No, Mr. Jonas said plainly. Well, I saw it. It was a small blue pony. My Squirtle could totally defeat it. Uh-huh. Well, Neville, I can see you've had a long day. What? Why don't you go back to your apartment? Sit on the couch. No! I saw it! And take a nice long nap. But I saw it! Neville! Mr. Jonas stated, you've been obsessing over weird stuff lately. Like the time you thought Mrs. Williams' cat was an alien. I had proof of that! She probed me! The point is, Neville, Mr. Jonas sighed, I think you've been watching too many sci-fi movies. Now look, Neville, you're a good guy. You always want people to follow the rules, regardless of how unique your manners of enforcement may be, and you always intend good. But I think you just need to take a nice long nap. By that, I mean you can go fuck yourself, Neville. Go die. No, I don't want Neville to die. He's the best character in this story. Jeff ain't got nothing. What did you see, Dash? Sparkle asked. Some more weird creatures. One of them screamed and pointed at me. Oh, let me see! Let me see! Pinky screamed. What happened next, no pony was sure, but somehow Pinky was now on the windowsill, looking through the blinds. She gazed at the 2 creatures talking. The funny one she saw earlier spotted her and pointed his finger at her. Pinky simply waved back. There's the pink one I saw earlier! Oh, he's not dead yet. Mr. Jonas rubbed his temples. Look, Neville. I need you to calm down. Mr. Jonas grabbed Neville's shoulders. Just take a deep breath and close your eyes. The pony will be gone. But Neville, just do it. Sighing, Neville closed his eyes and took a deep breath. Better? Neville opened his eyes and looked to the windowsill. The pink equine had vanished, leaving Neville with a dumbfounded expression. Now, Neville, go home and take a nap. You need it. Mr. Jonas quickly took a few whiffs of the air. And a bath. You reek, nerd. Mr. Jonas departed and glided down the steps. Neville sat there and stared at the window. He quickly rubbed his eyes and looked once more. The window remained empty. He then looked at his arm and allowed the stench to fill his nostrils. After his lovely aromatherapy, Neville looked once more to the window.
Oh, you're good, he smirked. But mark my words, little ponies, I will catch you. And when I do, I will prove to everyone here that I'm not crazy.
A woman passed by and, glancing him a skeptical look in reply to his statement, Neville ignored her and ran back into his apartment to go cosplay as Robin. What were you thinking? Dash questioned as she dragged Pinky down from the window.
I just wanted to say hi,
She smiled. Sparkle groaned. We need to be more careful. We don't need to get caught by anyone else.
Why not?
Pinky asked. I just don't like the idea of meeting anyone else. You're so shy, Spark Light, Spark Plug, yeah, I'm gonna call her that. Jeff and his mother entered a busy burger joint. The hustle and bustle of so many people made Jeff a little uneasy. This is probably going to take way too long. By the time we get our food, 25 minutes will have gone by. It's already been 15. I don't know how it will last without me if I'm gone more than an hour late. Then again, I don't even know what the heck they're doing when I'm gone. I hope I don't return to a fire.
Jeff?
His mother inquired. Are you all right? You seem worried. I just really want to know what happens in that show I was watching. I was so caught up in it. Are you still talking about the, Blue's Clues one? Yes, Mother. Yes, I am. Anything to get my mind off the ponies. Really hope they're okay. He cares, and it's disgusting. It's gonna make me puke. Oh, God. Slamming his door behind him, Neville grinned wryly, as if on a mental breakdown. Lesson 0 Neville version. I love this. I love this character.
Oh, I will show them all,
he maniacally stated.
I'm not mad. I know that Jeff is hiding something. I will just have to wait until he gets home. I will wait all day if I have to.
Once inside, his voice. Once inside, I will search his apartment. He won't suspect a thing. And once I find those ponies, I will show Mr. Jonas that I'm not mad. I'll probably get a reward or something. Maybe a better apartment. The thoughts of the madman continued and lingered onwards as he dreamed of the honors and awards that would be bestowed upon him. Why do I keep picturing Neville as Mr. Crocker? I'm Fairy Godparents! Fairy God Ponies! I'm sorry, I just keep seeing it. The 6 smaller equines returned to the spare room, continuing what they had been doing before the commotion. Sparkle curiously looked at Dash's reaction. Creation! A small, colorful Lego building. Incomplete, of course, but still distinguishable as a building. Dash? Sparkle inquired. What is this? Oh, these are Legos. You build with them, she smiled. Yeah, but what are you building? A fort, Dash proclaimed. A fort? Well, yeah. Why not? Oh, please, Sparkle scoffed. I could build a better fort than that. Oh, pitch you going down. Dash raised a skeptical brow. Oh, please, Sparkle. No offense, but I don't think you know anything about forts. Do too. Do not. Do too. Do not. I know I do, Pinky interjected. A beat. What are we talking about? Pinky asked. Fort meal, are you crazy? Thanks again for lunch, Mom. Oh, it's no trouble. I'm just glad you ate today. You're so fucking anorexic. Why are mothers so concerned about their kids eating? Jeff thought to himself. I always eat. Well, most days. Today was just a bit odd. The light had changed to green, and Jeff's mother stepped on the gas. The car sped down this busy street, and Jeff watched the car pass the small shops and homes dotted throughout the small town. What are you thinking about, Jeff? Jeff snapped out of his thought trance. Oh, nothing. That show still? What show? Oh, yeah. Daphne was so close to being found. Anyway, how's Dad? Yeah. Blue's Clues and Daphne, yeah. Steve's sister must have came to town, yeah, and she got kidnapped and gang banged. Okay. That one's gonna happen when Blue's Clues goes to AMC. He's doing well. He just got another promotion at work. That's good. About Tommy. His mother paused a moment. Oh, you know Tommy. Same old, same old. He misses you. That doesn't surprise me. My brother always wanted to do... Sorry about the pause. That doesn't surprise me. My brother always wanted to do stuff with me, regardless of what it was, where it was, or who it was with. The rest of the car ride was made in silence. Neither mom nor son said a word. Jeff glanced at the car and the clock in the car. 4:02 p.m. Well, at least I'll be home just before the time I told Sparkle. I wonder what they've been up to for the past hour. Wait, not hour. It might as well be. Soon the car parked and Jeff stepped out. Thanks again for lunch, Mom. I'll talk with you sometime soon. No problem, sweetie. Now be safe and have a good day. Jeff shut the car door and his mother drove off to home. Jeff gave a sign of relief and walked up the stone steps to his apartment door. Reaching into his pocket, he pulled out his few keys.
Jeff, my good friend,
I was right. It is a nasally voice, came a nasally voice from behind. Oh, no. Ah, not him. Hello, Neville, Jeff dully stated.
So, Jeff,
Neville grinned.
How goes things?
Just fine, Neville.
Oh, okay then. I thought I should let you know I heard some things in your apartment.
Jeff halted his motion. His eyes darted open. Oh, really? Jeff asked, doing his best to act calm and cool.
Yeah, I also think I saw something in your window. Something pink.
Sounds like someone's been reading too many comics, Neville.
Hey, I haven't read that many this week. I know you're hiding something, Jeff,
Neville said, getting closer to his face.
And I want to kiss you.
He didn't say that.
And I'm going to find out.
Neville, Jeff gagged.
Ugh,
when's the last time you brushed? Because your teeth is stanky. Neville stepped back and breathed in his hand. He smelled the funky stench and backed away a few inches. Well, Neville, I'm glad we had this chat, but next time, brush your teeth beforehand. Jeff unlocked his door, opened it, and shut in Neville's face.
I will find out what you're hiding, Jeff, no matter what.
Breathing yet another sigh of relief, Jeff leaned his back against the door, listening intently to hear when Neville would leave his doorstep. Soon Neville's steps could be heard leaving and entering his own abode. After Neville's door shut, Jeff stood back up and walked through his living room. Girls, Jeff called. I'm back. Glancing around the living room, he could see none of the other fillies were in there. Attack! A small shout echoed from down the hall. Jeff scurried down the hall and looked into his spare room. Looking to the floor, he saw a colorful Lego building, looking more like a square than anything else. In front of said building stood a book fort. Charging towards each other were the fillies. Dash and AJ came from the Lego fort and were charging towards the book fort. Sparkle stood at the ground on top of the precariously placed books. You shan't defeat me! Sparkle yelled from atop her fort. Jeff remained silent and watched the scene unfold before him. Dash ran headfirst into the book fort, causing one of the walls to fall. AJ ran over to the opposite end and forcefully kicked out another wall. Sparkle watched from above and threw Q-tips down at the two fillies. Wax your ears! It's good for you. Dash tucked and rolled, dodging the flying Q-tips. AJ simply jumped out of the way. Grabbing a few Q-tips, Dash took to the air. She circled the tower which Sparkle stood upon, bombarding the top where Sparkle stood with her own Q-tip projectiles. Despite her athleticism, she was a lousy shot and missed Sparkle, who grabbed another Q-tip with her magic and threw it at Dash. Dash evaded one more and returned fire. AJ again charged and hit another book. This book was rather large and didn't even budge upon the impact. She turned around and bucked the large book. Same result. Sparkle continued to throw Q-tips, and Dash carried on dodging. Dash! AJ yelled. I can't break in! We'll never get the treasure to this rate. What the fuck's the treasure? Don't worry, I have a plan! Dash screamed as a Q-tip hit one of her wings. She plummeted a small drop to the floor below, landing beside AJ. AJ, my old friend, if I don't make it, tell my wife, Soren. I love her. I'm having way too much fun with this. Shut up. I'm not gonna make it. Carry on the mission. But, AJ stuttered. But I can't just leave you. We had plans after we get that treasure. I was gonna mug you and take all of it for myself.
Shut up!
I know, Dash replied. But you have to do those plans without me. Avenge me, AJ! Avenge me! With that, Dash had a terrible impression of dying and stuck her tongue out. None can pass my walls, Sparkle screamed. They are made of solid book. Well, that's tough. Oh yeah? Jeff screamed. He ran towards Sparkle's fortress and made monster-like noises. He's having too fun with this. Roar, Jeff said. I'm here to steal your treasure. Never, Sparkle yelled. Sparkle threw more Q-tips at Jeff. Roar, you cannot defeat me. I sound like a retarded version of Buzz Lightyear, Jeff said, doing his best to impersonate a giant monster. I am invincible. He's not doing too good. He knocked over some books near the fortress. He's too strong, Sparkle proclaimed. It's time for the secret weapon. Secret weapon? Jeff pondered. Pinky! Sparkle screamed. Now you're fucked. All Jeff saw was a wisp of pink, and Pinky stood before Sparkle. She wore a helmet. Yes, sir, ma'am, sir! Pinky! Sparkle grinned. We have a new foe. He is strong and really, really tall. We need an elaborate plan to... Ooh, Pinky exclaimed. I have an idea! But Pinky, But it's a good plan! Pinky pouted. Fine. What is your plan of action? I say we tickle him! Why? Because it's fun! Pinky chirped. Sparkle paused and just stared at Pinky for a moment. Very well, she finally said. Onwards, Pinky! Tickle him! This is fucking... What the hell? Pinky saluted and disappeared just as suddenly as she appeared. Oh no. Yeah, you better, oh no. Oh, you should have just led the nerd. He could have been the one tickled. Jeff swiftly jerked to the right and started to giggle. A jerk to the left and he was soon laughing. Sparkle herself began to laugh at Jeff. No! Jeff laughed. My one weakness! My kryptonite! Sparkle hopped down from a tower and joined Pinky. Dash and AJ galloped over and started tickling Jeff as well. As Fluttershy and Rarity are both getting gangbanged from I don't even know. By now, Jeff had tears rolling down his cheeks. Okay! Okay! Jeff panted. You got me! I give up! The fillies stopped their torture and let Jeff regain his breath. Neville sat in his blue, dull armchair, his hands fiddling away at a small device. The small black box had a small lens located on the front. He gave a sigh of relief. He set the small object down.
With this, I can easily see what Jeff is hiding. I know that it's got something in there, and I will find out.
And that was chapter 3 of the little things in life. We were introduced to a new character, and he's the greatest character in fan fiction history. Not just in this fandom, any fandom. Damn it, I'm serious. Neville, free the world. I hope he wins in the end. I'm sorry, Jeff, but I hate protagonists. I'm just saying, I hope you lose. I want Neville to win and take over Equestria. Alongside Discord, of course. Yeah, because that'd be a pretty cool tandem. And simultaneously, everyone listening to this face-palmed. And they probably punched their computer screen as well. And probably unsubscribed to me too. Hey, it's just my opinion. If there's an OC drawing as Neville, it'll be my new background on my YouTube channel. I'm just saying, someone draw Neville as a human. Or a pony. I really don't care. I don't care. I just don't care. So anyway, that was chapter 3. I had way too much fun. I don't know why. Half the lines I added in weren't even in the real chapter, so. Until next time, thank you guys for watching and listening, and I will see you later.
Curse this! Foiled again!